This is part 3 of my 2023 ARC and PLC sign-up recommendations for Wisconsin farmers. This one's focused on the minor crops we see in the state. What these are the sorghum, barley, and sunflower base acres we have in the state. And this table reports the reference prices for those crops: $3.95 for sorghum, $4.95 for barley, and 20 cents a hundredweight for the sunflowers. I'm sorry, 20 cents a pound for the sunflowers. The projected 2022 prices are available there, but in gray, but those aren't the ones that are relevant for this. That's the ones that are going on now, and these are still projected for the cropping year. We're in the middle of this marketing year. What we're focusing on is the 2023 projections, because that's the year you're signing up for. For sorghum, the projected price is $5.60. For barley, projected 2023 price is $6.50. And then we don't have any data for the sunflowers. USDA long run baseline doesn't project sunflower prices. But you can see them. These are the historical ones, just like in the previous video, where the solid line is what has been observed, and then the dashed lines are for the 2022 and 2023 projections. What you can see here for sorghum is the prices, just like the other crops, are well above that reference price. And so again, the recommendation is going to be to go with ARC, county ARC, because the prices are so high relative to PLC price floor. The price floor is just somewhat irrelevant in this expectations of this current year. But you can see historically, there's been some years when sorghum was below its reference price. See the same thing with barley, several years of it being below the reference price. But this last few years, it's above and projected to remain above that reference price by quite a bit. The last one is sunflower, with the 2022 price is well above it, and the last few years as well. 2023, we don't have a market projection or the USDA baseline, but given the situation in Ukraine and oil seeds in general, and the soybean market is a major oil seed, sunflower is going to follow that, and I anticipate it the sunflower price staying well above the reference price for sunflowers. So my recommendations for these minor crops are to sign up for sorghum, barley, and sunflower seeds, to sign up for ARC, county ARC. These prices for these crops in Wisconsin are driven by production elsewhere and global demands. We're not a major producer of any of these crops, so we have base acres in the state, and those production regions are where that's what drives these prices, and then the global demand, like sunflower seeds, for example. Ukraine is a major player in that market. The ARC guarantees that are used to calculate those, the prices used to calculate those ARC guarantees are going to be using those reference prices in those years, in the last back few years when they were below that reference price. They're going to be using the reference price as a floor when they calculate these guarantees. And so they're actually having pretty good guarantees based off of those reference prices, not the historical prices. So they're actually going to be higher than historical prices. So there's going to be some good guarantees. But nevertheless, the expected price is far above that PLC reference price. And so ARC CO is much more likely to make a payment than PLC. But again, just like with the other major crops, no, PLC nor ARC payments are very likely for these crops, only if you have a local county low yielding problem with due to flooding or some other production issue in your county.